Okay guys, today we have a ranked replay of K9 Cyber Dragons going up against Vanquish Soul K9. We won the rock, paper, scissors and we are going first. So we open Cyberdog Chimera, K9 Jockle, Case for K9, Ash Blossom and Duel and Lockbird. Opponent has K9 X-Force Release, Stake Your Soul, Jiaolong, Mulch on Me for Wallows and Dr. Mad Love. Alright. Into the main phase, we're going to activate Case for K9. We're going to search for K9 Azuna. Just in case my opponent does draw this on resolution, at least we have Azuna to either bring out a body now or bring out a body now, or we can use it as a hand trap against my opponents. So no draw, so we're going to activate K9 Jockle. We're going to reveal itself and Azuna special summon both Azuna effect on your new chain to dump Lupus on resolution. My opponent does drop the Wallows and we do have the Ash Blossom, so we're going to use Ash Blossom to negate. And basically my opponent has no interruption, so we can freely combo off. Jockle effect, search for Lantern. We're going to XC summon into K9 Ripper and then we're going to use K9 Ripper effect, search for another copy of Azuna, and since my opponent did activate a monster effect in the hand, we get to set the quick play spell K9 X-Force Release. Normal summon Chimera, link summon into Clockwork Knight, which is really good for playing the K9 cards because Case for K9 is a continuous spell, so we get to send it off Clockwork Knight. So we're going to search for the continuous spell and dump Cyber Dark Worm. Then we're going to use Cyber Dark Worm effect, sending core special summon itself, but you don't have a cyber spell or trap to add to hand. Clockwork Knight effect, reborn the Chimera. Chimera effect, discard Clockwork Knight. We're going to search for Power Bond, and then we're going to link summon into Clifford Genius, and then we will activate Power Bond to fusion summon into Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. Let me just fast forward this because, yeah, no interruptions. We'll use Rampage Dragon effect, sending Hurts and Core. Hurts effect will add Core to hand. Clockwork Knight effect, we're going to search for K9 Noroi. I want to normal summon the Noroi instead of Core. But then I remembered, oh wait, I did normal summon the Cyberdark Chimera. So instead we'll use Lantern effect. Special summon both Lantern and Lupus. Clifford Genius, search for Regulus. XC summon into Quinn Query, reborn the Jockle, go into Veilon. Then link summon into SP Little Knight, and then we are going to summon our Therion King Regulus. This was a bit of a weird play because as you could tell, I did search for Noroi and forgot I did use my normal summon, but hey, you know, this is the board we could still end on. We did miss out the Infinity, but we do have Duel and Lockbird and Azuna as extra interruptions. Alright, so I was going to draw into 4 Wallows, and they simply just pause for turn. Alright, so we're going to hop into game number 2. Our opponent is now going first. So in our opening hand, we have Darkula No More, 4 Wallows, Infinite Impermanence, Core, and Cyber Dark Claw. Pretty good hand, pretty good hand. Opponent has Ash Blossom and, oh my gosh, the one of D Shifter, can you believe it? Then they have K9 Lantern, Jiaolong, and a Case for K9. Alright, into the main phase, they activate a Case for K9, search for K9 Jockle, use Jockle effect, reveal itself and Jiaolong, and special summon them both. On resolution, I do drop the Mulch on Me for Wallows. They will continue by activating Jockle effect to search for K9 Azuna. Then XC summon into Ripper, we draw a card, we draw into Cyber Dragon Ripper effect to detach and search. I do chain Infinite Impermanence to negate. Then, unfortunately, they do have the Lantern in hand. The main reason why I did stop the Imperm was because Ripper will get to set the quick play spell. I didn't want him to get access to it, but it doesn't matter because that is what K9 Lantern is doing right now. They're going to XC summon into Nash Knight, we draw into another copy of Impermanence, set the K9 X-Force Release, and then in the end phase, they activate D Shifter. Great. So in our turn, we draw into Cyber Emergency. So we do need to try and play around D Shifter. Unfortunately, we do require our graveyard, but let's see what we can do. Main phase, so Cyber Emergency to search for Cyber Dragon Nashter. Then we're going to use Cyber Dark Claw effect. It does discard itself, so it's a legal activation. We're going to search for Cyber Dark Rel. Then I activate Infinite Impermanence to negate the Nash Knight because him taking one of our monsters, for example, the Cyber Dark Chimera, will be a problem. Then we special summon Cyber Dragon. No response, normal summon Core effect. We can only search for Cyber Emergency because we already have the Cyber Dark Realm, but then it gets hit with Ash Blossom. That is very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. So here I'm thinking, what could I possibly do? All I can do is just link summon into Clockwork Knight. You can't use Clockwork Knight effect because it sends to grave as cost. So instead I use Clockwork Knight and Cyber Dragon, link summon into SP Little Knight, and banish the Nash Knight before it becomes a problem in the next turn. So that's all we could do. So we pause for turn, Opponent's going to draw into Dr. Madlove, enter the battle phase, attack over SP Little Knight with Ripper. Main phase 2, normal summon Dr. Madlove, and basically this is kind of full combo for Vanquish. So I'll just let this go through. Search the field spell, search for Holly Sue, Ripper, search for K9 Jockle. Then you can use Jockle effect, reveal itself and Azuna. Azuna is going to dump Lupus, Jockle effect, search for another copy of Azuna, and then they're going to Exceed summon into another copy of Ripper. Then K9 X-Force release, bring out Werewolf, then link summon into Rock of the Vanquisher, uses the effect to add Dr. Madlove back to hand and pass for turn. We're going to cross out Designate in the main phase. We do activate Dark Ruler no more, and we're going to try play through this. Follow up with Cyber Emergency, search for Cyber Dragon Core, normal summon Core effect. We're going to search for a copy of Cyber Emergency, unfortunately. Oh, sorry, my bad. This is the part where I mistakenly added Cyber Emergency. I do correct it and add Cyber Dark Realm instead, but my opponent does know what Cyber Dark Realm does, so on resolution they do activate Holly Sue effect, special summon itself, and then Holly Sue effect. They chose to take, because luckily they do not have a fire monster in hand, so we can actually continue with Cyber Dark Realm. Search for Cyber Dark Chimera, and then Chimera effect, normal summon itself. We will use Chimera's effect now because we already have Clockwork Knight engraved, the link 1. So that's very unfortunate. And now guys, I was trying to think of a way I need Chimera to get to grave. So we do perform a contact fuse because our opponent does control Cyber Dragon. Chimera's effect will trigger, sending Cyber Dark Worm to grave. Cyber Dark Worm effect, sending Hertz to grave as cost, special summon itself, and add Cyber Emergency back to our hand. Hertz effect is going to trigger, we'll add Core back to our hand. And here I do use Power Bond, banishing Hertz and using Cyber Dragon Core, Rampage, Dragon effect to pop the field spells. Case for K9 effect is just going to reset that K9 X-Force release. Now here's a mistake. I completely forgot that my opponent had K9 Azuna, so I should have, like, they had no response here, or no, they weren't going to activate anything. I should have just went into Ripper to establish that negate. Sure, I don't have Rampage Dragon at 4200 attack. I had to try and find ways to get over Ripper and Werewolf, but I think that was the correct play. Do use its effect to send, and then I attempted to enter battle phase before going to Ripper, taking the opportunity to capitalize on that. But because I was attempting to enter battle phase, my opponent does activate Azuna effect. Lupus effect to reborn itself, and then Lupus effect is going to Exceed summon into K9 Jax. On summon effect, it is going to destroy our Rampage Dragon. That is very unfortunate, guys. So that was my mistake. All I can do is just contact fuse. This was also another mistake. I actually couldn't do this because of Cyber Dark Chimera. I can only use Dragon or Machine Cyber monsters as fusion materials. So this is my mistake, guys. But at least for the most part, it doesn't actually make a difference because all I could do was just crash and then pass for turn. So I'll let it fast forward. Opponent draws into Caesar. Holly Sue effect, take control of a monster, take Chimera to Fortress Dragon, Caesar Valius effect, and basically we scoop. So even though I did make that mistake with the contact fuse, we did lose, we did scoop. So we're going to hop into game number 3, and we are going first. We have Cyber Emergency, K9 Lantern, Cyber Dragon 4, Case for K9, Cyber Emergency. Opponent has Jiaolong, Lupus, Dr. Madlove, Noroi, and Case for K9. So no interruption, and yeah, we're basically going full combo. So we're gonna first Case for K9, search for Jockle, then Cyber Emergency. We're gonna search for Cyber Dragon. The reason I search for Cyber Dragon is that I can use it with Jockle, special summon both. Jockle is going to search for K9 Azuna, Exceed summon to Ripper, normal summon Core effect, search for Cyber Dark Realm. Cyber Dark Realm effect, we're gonna search for Cyber Dark Chimera. Realm effect, normal summon the Chimera. Link summon into Clockwork Knight effect, search for the continuous spell, and then Cyber Dark Chimera's effect, discard to search for Power Bond, and then link summon into Clifford Genius. Chimera's effect, send Worm effect, sending Hertz as cost, reborn and add Realm back to our hand. Ripper effect, we're gonna search for K9 Noroi. Clockwork Knight effect, banish, discard Realm, search for Therion King Regulus. I do activate Lantern effect now. Clifford Genius effect, I added the wrong card. Search for Disablaster, the Negation Fortress. I was skipping a step. Now we get to add K9 X-Force to release with Lantern. Activate Power Bond. I fusion summon into Rampage Dragon. Go straight into Infinity. Exceed summon into Nash Knight. activate Therion King Regulus effect. My plan was I want to try leave Disablaster in this column here so that they can't use Rock of the Vanquisher effect. That was the idea here. It is a bit weird. It was a risk. So instead of going to SP, this is the end board I decided to end on. So we do have Azuna as a hand trap and K9X forced release set as well. End phase, take 2100 damage, pass for turn, opponent draws into Ash Blossom a little too late. Alright. Test for K9. Search for Druckle. Then normal summon Dr. Madlove. And here I was thinking, cool, I'll let it resolve, but I'm going to chain my Nash Knight to just take your Dr. Madlove. Number one, you lose the ability to link summon. You lose a target for your field spell. And you basically were forced to try and bounce it back to hand and summon another Vanquish Soul monster, but he didn't, so it goes through. Add the field spell, activate the field spell, Druckle effect in hand. I do use the Ripper to negate. On resolution, I go K9X forced release, and my opponent just scoops from there. So, K9 Cyber Dragons does take the win against Vanquish Soul K9. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That brings us to the end of the video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Naughty Nev signing out. Peace.